Oh, Dr. Umar Johnson, come on in here, yo. Come on in here, yo. You know, there was a time that you had some things that I thought, okay, I might not agree with everything you said, but you were kind of making some sense on some things that you said. But this old Mr. T reject looking jive turkey came out and said that black people ain't ready for reparations yet. Am I right? When you've been in a country for 400 or 500 years, when are you gonna get ready? When you live in a country where you still got black first, when are you gonna be ready? When you have poverty, institutionalized, systematic racism, when are you gonna be ready? When you still have to have black first and you still have to ask and you're not treated like a full class citizen and you still got to deal with profiling and you can't even walk, think, and talk in a country that you were built and that you helped build, and when are you going to be ready? This turkey actually said this. This old sloppy Joe reject Mr. T looking jive turkey gonna sit here and say black folks ain't ready for reparations. Now sometimes he done said some things I thought were interesting. Where's your school at? What you doing? No, but I wait a minute. I know what you doing, Dr. Umar Johnson. You gonna wait for Tyler Perry to send you a check through the mail. Oprah, all of them. You know, if you building your rep off of social media platforms to legislate that you didn't be a deep thinker, you might not be that deep to make it on the old Jerry Springer episode. You just might not be that deep. You sure got a lot of words for this and a lot of words for that. If you came out and said that, you know, the right amount of money, you know, might not necessarily dignify what we've gone through. If you said it like that, but to say that we ain't ready, to say that after things that have gone on that you're not ready, that you done gone from civil rights movements to Black Lives Matters and everything in between, and you're still fighting the same fight that you fought, that you have folks who 100 years ago in Tulsa, Oklahoma, who couldn't even get reparations for something that was allowed to happen there, allowed to happen in Tulsa, Oklahoma. They couldn't get justice. And in Florida in the 40s, they couldn't get justice. They've made movies and documentaries and they couldn't get reparations. Make it make sense, Dr. Umar Johnson. You know, when you see historical pictures, when you get up to Emmett Till, make it make some sense. Reparations ain't just a one-time publisher's clearinghouse with some flowers and Steve Harvey with a bearded mustache. It's more than just that. It's an acknowledgement of past indiscretions that have been used against African Americans. It's the ultimate apology, but it's also a catalyst for getting better education, better health, better nutrition, better psychological, because then you'd have to acknowledge that we are citizens. Yeah. You'd have to acknowledge something that hasn't been acknowledged. You're missing the mark. It ain't gonna buy no car, no whipping, no chains, and no cribs. It's about justification for the situation. But you sitting up here like you sound like you got bought and paid for. Dr. Umar Johnson, have you been hanging out at the Fruit Punch Bowl with Dr. Michael Eric Dyson? Is that what you done become, brother? You got all this talk about what you don't like and what you do like and what you don't. But now your game is getting caught. Like I said, there was a few things I thought that you made some legitimacy statements on. But this here, you put your foot so far in the ditch, it's not coming out. When in the earth, wind, and fire we gonna ever be ready for reparations if we not ready now? 40 acres and a mule was promised, a century ago. Token Civil Rights Act, token voting rights, which they can repeal and replace when they want to. A couple nice little fresh sprinkles in the Supreme Court justice when they want to. One black president when they want to. One black vice president who is a wheel of fortune of identities when they want to. Maybe your first time college football coach coaching in an NCAA high level bowl when they want to. You see where I'm going with this? You see where I'm going with this? When they want to, you can make valid points about Tupac, Biggie, Suge, and Puffy. But how has that turned out? Who's calling the shots? Where do you get a balance of equality when you never have had it? So how can you say when we ready? If we have to wait in that long, I mean, come on now, man. Come on now. You about 50 years old. That's a half a life, brother. When are you gonna be ready to get it? You are shuffleboard. You are shuffleboard, Dr. Umar Johnson. And this is embarrassing. Talk about we ain't ready yet. You can say you may not be ready to do some things, but when it comes to reparations, no, man, they need to come correct. The injustice is too strong, it's too long, and it's too wrong. It's spiritually corruption. And if you can't see that, brother, then you need to open up your eyes. But I think you've already got your pocket stuff, and we about near done with you, Umar Johnson. So you can sit there and shuffle with Nick Cannon and some pseudo ones who want to talk a good game. Because, brother, man, you gone with this one. You can't sit there and tell folks we ain't ready yet for reparations. And look, we past ready. It's like Tupac told you 32 years ago, 33 years ago. He said, we knocked on the door. We need to come through the door. You need to listen. Please like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands, keep your mind clear, watch out for another. Share it if you like, and hit that membership. Stay safe, stay broad, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free. I'm out. And Umar Johnson tripping. I'm out.